Yeah, I think that was a bug from... It's been a bug forever, where it just loops and loops. And loops and loops and loops. It's kind of annoying, actually. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. First, we want to do that. You are suffering from Med-X withdrawal. It is really dark. Hey there, guy. I passed it up. I'm not sure how to get to this thing, but we'll find out. Is it up top there?
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
I think your mom's cuter. Well, that's nice of that. I don't really need that. It doesn't help me at all, actually, because I have 100 science. Yep. Alright, I think it's up on top there. So, I gotta figure out how to get up there. I'm not sure how. You just ran in a circle. We just went in a fucking circle. That's fantastic. What's this? Eh. Whoa. Coffee mug. Alright. Hug Muffins, why are you all the way over there?
If you want to be sneaky, turn off your Pip-Boy light.
I'm not trying to be sneaky, you jackass. There you are. Ew. Oh, just to get off of it. Thank you. Return the samples to the sink. Alright. Where you... That's a wall, you dumbass. Larry's a dumbass. I don't know if you guys know that. Let's see. Hey, Muggy.
Oh, please, please!
Yes, I did. Here, take whatever you want.
Oh!
Process that. 3 coffee mugs. What? No cups?
The toaster. Beware the toaster. If it could, it would burn the world.
Okay. Hey there, guy.
What's the haps?
I want to recalibrate. I have a sound file for you.
Right on, Daddy.
I want to recalibrate.
Right on.
I don't know what any of these do. I should probably look it up. I'll be right back when I look it up. Alright, let's see here. Okay, the Gabriel's Bark. This pistol does bonus damage against robots and power armor wearers, as well as a unique critical strike knockback, knocking enemies down on critical strikes. The Opera Singer, bonus damage against robots and power armor wearers, as well as a unique critical strike dismemberment effect. Revelation. It has a unique critical strike paralysis effect, temporarily knocking down smaller robots. The Robo-Scorpion, it has a unique critical strike explosion effect. And the Tarantula has a unique incendiary effect which ignites the target on a critical hit. So, what do I want? That is the question. I like the explosion. We're going to do the Robo-Scorpion. Thank you, sir. Alright, now we have to find... I know that. Okay. To find that, over here. This thing over here.
You got some plans for me, don't you?
I like to process some plants.
I love it when you talk like...
Process seed into planter. Field research, yeah. What the hell?
hell.
What did you just say? What does that mean? I'd like to process some plants. Convert plant matter into salient green.
Baby, don't believe a word that Sync says. She's all lies.
Alright, so let's go over
You
here.
require some addition.
I'd like to engage in your services.
And rightly so, I should think. Alright then.
Basic physical exam. Does this thing remove addiction? That'd be fantastic if it did.
You require some addition.
Yes, sir. Let's see if we have any swap body parts. Install implants. Drinking radiation removed. Do I have enough money? No, I don't. Do nothing.
Might I be of service, sir?
Yes, I'd like to buy some things.
Very good, sir.
You have no caps whatsoever? Son of a bitch. You have nothing. We have a caravan shotgun. Well, this isn't going well. Damn it.
Greetings, citizen. Blood.
Alright. Since we... Damn it. Alright, let's just finish... I'm not doing that. To retrieve. Use the sync auto dock.
You require some additional.
Yes, sir. I'd like to engage in your services, sir. Swap body parts. Okay, select organ to replace. Place heart back in chest. You have lost the heartless perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison, and robots are only somewhat confused by you. 25% less likely to score a critical hit now. But on the bright side, healing cams are twice as effective. Oh, like stim packs. Nice.
You require some addition.
Yes, sir. I would like to put my... Reattach your spine. You lost the spineless perk. However, your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold bonuses have doubled. Alrighty. Let's go talk to these douchebags. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Larry, you ready? Alright. Hug muffins? Don't stop looking at Larry's ass. There's no time for that. Hey there. What you doing? Oh, wow.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
You may have noticed... Guess what happens now? I found my brain, and now you and I are going to settle some things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You think I'm a lobotomite? No. From my skull houses the brain of Mobius. What?
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible for science. Medicines, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and heal. I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Oh, okay then. I'm a bit confused.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was Old World blues, and New World hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Oh, your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are only 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, your damage threshold has improved by 10%, minimum plus 1 DT. You've acquired the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you and you alone between the Mojave Wasteland and Big Mountain. To return to the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would wear any weapon. Pull the trigger and away you'll go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situations and is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to, Hey!
I love bugs so much. I just tell myself.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Alrighty, so that is
Do you like me?
Shut up, bitch. That is Old World Blues. I know. I'm just gonna leave. I want to get back. I want to play that new deal, the new mod that I downloaded. So we are going to equip the transport. Okay, how do we? What's it called? There we go, Big Mountain. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. That is Old World Blues in it, everyone. So let's, we have to go to New Vegas right now. Let's pick up some money. And then we will. Lucky 38. There you are. I will be going back to kill that bloatfly. It is my arch nemesis, I'm telling you. Ow. 42,000. Awesome. Alright. This place is looking awesome. Where are you guys going? I'm over here. Hey guys. Enjoy your stay. No, don't leave. What? Where are you going? You scared them off. They saw a big ass Deathclaw and they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck that. What's happening over here? Oh my. Oh. Okay then. We're just gonna leave. Oh, thought you were,
Have a nice day.
You too, sir. Thank you.